Dolores Catania may be trading Jersey for Rhode Island as Kathy Hilton reveals where she stands with Garcelle. Plus, a shocking Bravo hookup involving a housewife as Larsa Pippen gives us an update on her love life. We've got that plus so much more on today's Getting Real with the Housewives. Hey everyone, and welcome to Getting Real with the Housewives. I'm Christina, and lots of big news to get to as always, including a possible jump from Jersey to Rhode Island. So as the Real Housewives of New Jersey remains on pause after a drama-filled season, reports have surfaced claiming that Dolores will be appearing on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Interesting. So one source, however, exclusively told Us Weekly that nothing is official with the longtime Bravo star just yet. So an insider tells us Dolores may be appearing on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, but not necessarily in a friend or full-time capacity. She has authentic roots there, and the idea is she would set a tone, but not as an official cast member. Now, Bravo has yet to announce the cast or a premiere date, and when asked about the speculation that the latest Real Housewives city will feature a cast member from another show, Andy stayed kind of mum. He told People magazine, "I think that's been a little overstated. It's really about who's in Rhode Island." So as for what Bravo fans can expect from the show, once it's ready, Andy described it as Italian with a capital I and teased that it'll give fans early Jersey vibes, of course referring to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So it seems like that, maybe this is going to be in replace of the Real Housewives of New Jersey with our Italian roots. But I think it does make sense to kind of, lure in the Housewives fans by maybe popping in Dolores. And maybe they're trying to work with different formulas to see what really attracts an audience to a new group of people. But based on what Andy teased ever so slightly, I'm into it. All right, well, cameras may be down, but some connections are heating up in the Bravo universe. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Erika Jayne and Summer House's Jesse Solomon recently hooked up, a source tells Us Weekly. But before fans begin to ship this couple all summer long, an insider explains that nothing serious is going on. A source tells us they were seen flirting and getting cuddly while out at a bar in New York City a few weeks ago. After their Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen appearance, they ended up hanging out afterward. If you're getting Luann Joe Bradley vibes, I'm here with you. So what started off as a friendly banter between two reality stars appeared to have led to something fun and innocent. We hear that Jesse was very straightforward with her, and Erika was into it. It was playful, and they were just having fun. Us Weekly did reach out to Erika and Jesse's teams for comments, but they are staying mum on this one. But yeah, like I said, kind of reminiscent of Luann and Joe Bradley. I mean, they're both single, they're both having fun. Hopefully no toes were involved. If you're watching Summer House, you know what I'm talking about. All right, well, Britani Bateman is being accused of owing her former mother-in-law $100,000. So Sandra Underwood, the mother of Bateman's ex-husband, John Scott Underwood, accused the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star of using the money for herself and failing to pay her back. And this was according to court documents that were obtained by Page 6. So per the paperwork filed on May 6, Sandra, who was 87, claimed that Britani took the money that had been deposited into a family trust and used it for her own personal benefit. So back in March, Sandra's attorney had sent Bateman a letter asking her to return the $100,000. However, Sandra claimed in the filing to date that she has not yet received the return of the money. According to the letter, which was included as an exhibit in the filing, Sandra received about $338,000 after she sold her West Valley, Utah home shortly after, and allegedly at the urging of Britani. Sandra deposited $100,000 into the trust with the understanding that she could request it to be withdrawn at any time or that it would be returned without any objection. Seems like this is going to get messy, and Sandra argued that her limited income of approximately $1,600 is not sufficient to cover the cost of her medical care and prescription needs. So it's always messy when the family drama comes to the forefront and everybody knows about it, but hopefully they can resolve this and kind of move right along. All right, well, Kathy Hilton revealed where she stands with Garcelle following the shocking conclusion of the Beverly Hills Season 14 reunion. Kathy told 2Fab, "I just want her to know that she's very loved and will be missed," and everybody was shocked. Now, with the dust now settled on Garcelle's final Beverly Hills reunion, Kathy confirmed this week that the two have been in touch since filming Wrapped. She said, "I love and adore her. I called her, obviously, right when I walked off the set from the reunion and talked to her. And then we ended up having dinner with a friend 2 days later. I tried not to bring up too much because I just want her to know that she's very loved and will be missed," and everybody was shocked. I mean, everybody was shocked. I mean, it wasn't, we didn't really see this coming from Garcelle. It's nice that she and Kathy are still friends. Still no real update on what's going on with her and Sutton, but hopefully the two of them mended their friendship because that was definitely one of my favorite Beverly Hills friendships. All right, wrapping up with Larsa Pippen, and she couldn't help but gush about her new romance with Jeff Kobe. She told Us Weekly, "I think we do very normal things. I think this is the first relationship where we don't have to go out. We don't have to do extravagant things. We just like to do simple things, and we make each other happy. It's been really fun." So Larsa and Jeff were first linked back in March, and she shared that she and Kobe have so much in common, which is a big difference compared to her past romances. Maybe a little dig at Marcus. She said, "I feel like Jeff and I are kind of the same in that way. We both are traditional in a lot of ways. We both love to be around our family, and I feel like in the past I dated guys that weren't like that. They didn't necessarily care to spend time with their family or weren't as close to their family as I was. So they thought that it was weird that I wanted to always be around my parents or my siblings." Earlier this month, Jeff teased that he and Larsa planned on tying the knot next year. However, Larsa clarified that it was probably a joke, but she did say that they are definitely serious and they love being around each other and they're having a good time. As for a potential proposal, Larsa isn't really ruling out the idea, but is unsure what the future holds. She says, "I feel like I definitely do enjoy being with him. We have a great relationship and I do love him, so we'll see." You know, we won't be seeing him on the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Miami, but we will see the fallout with her relationship with Marcus, and it definitely took a toll on her. So it's nice to see that she is in a happy, loving relationship. All right, that is it for this week's episode of Getting Real with the Housewives. Keep commenting, keep subscribing. Let me know what you think about Dolores possibly popping over to Rhode Island. All right, keep commenting, keep subscribing, like I said, and I'll see you next week. Bye.